In this lesson, we will learn to use different styling on multiple div elements. Let us go back to our test.html page. I would like to add 4 divs in this test page. We will replace the existing content. You will see that we have added 4 divisions. We are adding unique text in each division. This will help us identify divs we have created. Remember, we have linked this file with stylesheet, but because we are not using ID to any of these divs, the ID selector styling that we defined in previous lesson will not be applicable on any of these divs. Only the styling defined in div selector will be applicable on these divs. Let us try to float div 1 and div 3 to left and div 2 and div 4 to right. Since we should not use ID selector, we will use a new method in this lesson. We will use the class selector to apply styling. We will define two classes, left and right, and make them float to left and right respectively in style sheet. Let us first remove the ID selectors that we have defined earlier. We will define two class selectors like this. You would note that we use full stop followed by name of the class selector to initiate a class selector. To apply float properties that we defined for left and right class selector, let us go back to test.html page. We will define class for divs we would like to apply this styling on. Within the div tag, you mention the word class followed by equal to sign and then assign class within double quotes. Let us now see output of the test.html code. You will see that div 1 and div 3 are floating left and div 2 and div 4 are floating right. Note that div 2 is on right of div 4. Since div 2 was assigned float right first, therefore it will have rightmost position. We learnt how to use class attribute to assign styling to div elements. You could use similar method to apply styling to any element. Also, for our index.html file of our first project, we used id attribute to style left and right float for the divs. Now that we know that using class is a better way of defining style, let us go back to index.html page. We will change div id attribute to class attribute. We have already made necessary changes in the style sheet. If you see the output, you would observe that we achieved exact same styling using class attribute. We will learn more about divs in next lesson.